get from this newspaper reading activity is that number one, you need to be able to see the sentence structures, how you create or form paragraphs. How many paragraphs are there? There are 2 paragraphs. You understand? Those paragraphs were written by the native English speakers, right? So you can get to know how we can form paragraphs and sentences, okay? Number 2, you need to get to know vocabulary. New vocabulary, okay? So, let's hear. And third, what is it? The common knowledge. 일반 상식. Okay, so UK elects 22-year-old as a member of parliament. Sorry about parliament. There are 2 distinct Congress systems. What is a Congress, guys? Write it down, Congress. This is how I teach international school students, 국제학교 학생들. All right? So I can teach them history. I can teach them social issues. I can teach them literature, 문학. I can teach them grammar. I can teach them everything except for science. The physics. I hate physics and chemistry. But what is Congress, everybody? Congress. It means 의회. Okay? So Congress is U.S., American, the lawmakers. What is the lawmakers? Lawmakers. That means 입법부 or legislative branch. Legislative. Separate legislative. Legislative branch. That means in Korean 입법부. There are 3 branches in a political system, particularly in the American political system. Legislative branch and judicial. So about judicial. What is a judicial? Judicial branch. Prosecution. Prosecutors are those people, they're lawyers, they're attorneys, lawyers, but they belong to the government. They said, you are guilty.
사법부.
That's right. This is 사법부. And we have administrative branch. What is an administrative branch?
행정부.
That is right. That's 행정부. You guys cannot get to know these words when you solve 내신 문제 or 모의고사 문제. You never do that. You never do that. Because your teachers are not have any interest, any intent to teach you guys such a thing. That is why I want you guys to be with me in this sense. Because you know what? This is the only class that I do it, that I want to do it. This is like my kind of teaching. When I teach these things to students, my throat gets much better. When I teach them like how to prepare for their examination or 수능, my throat gets hurt so much because I'm not actually happy about that. Because I enjoy teaching children these sort of things. My time, my thing. All right. So, but everybody, how many branches in a political system?
3.
Yes, 3. One is everybody legislative, and judicial, and administrative. It's really hard, but you don't have to go like administrative. It's really bad. It's really hard. But for me, it's better for me to pronounce the word very fast. Okay, administrative. Administrative. Try it again. Administrative. Okay, I'm sorry. Administrative. Like there are 3 branches. So who is in charge of administrative branch? No, in charge of. Be in charge of means 책임지다. Okay? So who is in charge of controlling, managing, governing the administrative branch?
President.
President. 윤석열. Okay. who's not really good at that. He's poor, like he's, I don't know. The problem that he can't control, he can't control his political power is that he's stupid. He's ignorable. Okay, it's okay. I don't think they will come and get me, and they're not going to put me in jail. You know what? They try to put me in jail. I'm going to call BBC and CNN and ABC. I'm going to have this wonderful interview with those guys, and I will let them know how stupid our government is. And then it's like, okay, this guy who was imprisoned for stupid reason named David O, and he's going to make an announcement about how poor the government, is. Okay, I can tell them. Very unique. Or I can go to the 국회. 국회 is National Assembly. There's a one-person strike or one-person street rally. 1인 시위. I can talk to them in through the microphone in English. Come on, BBC, come on, CNN. I will let you know the word. Okay, so what is a parliament? That is UK Congress. American Congress, no, it's a UK Congress. So 의회. All right, so let's read together, everybody. 22-year-old has been elected as, didn't I tell you guys read together? Member of Parliament in the UK's general election on Thursday. What is a general election? It's a 총선. Who do you pick? Who do you elect? You elect congressman. Right? What is a congressman? 국회의원. 미국 and in US they have two systems, two houses. One house is called Senate. All right? Senate. Separate Senate. And then the other house is called the House of Representative. Senate 상원. 하원, the House of Representative. 대표자. You don't have to know these things. Okay? So two houses, Senate and the House of Representative. Okay? That's Congress. What about us? Just we have congressmen. Okay? Go ahead. Sam Colling won the seat for Northwest Cambridgeshire by the slimmest of majority. What does that mean? By the slimmest majority. He, is it she? He's got a girl, right? It's boy? Okay. This man is 22, very young, but he barely won the election. What is it, barely? Say barely. Barely. That's right. Barely won the election. 간신히 선거에 이겼다. Barely. Because like here, slim. What is a slim? Shallow, very thin. Okay?
Yes.
Like a 250 versus 225. Things like that. Only 25 differences. Okay? So many, Mr. Colling from the Labour Party, 노동당, narrowly beat, I told you, 겨우 narrowly beat, 이겼다. The incumbent, incumbent. 이 현직의. Incumbent Conservative Party, 보수당. Candidate, 후보자. By 39 votes. Oh, that's really close, right?
Yes.
You can say he couldn't have been elected. What does that mean? He couldn't have been elected. That's right. That's 가정법. So he couldn't have been elected because the gap of the vote is too close, yeah, too narrow, too shallow, too slim. And he will now sit in a parliament in the Westminster. This is Westminster, like a 국회 의사당, and represent meaning 대표하다. That's right. The interest and concern, 관심과 우려 of the people in his Cambridge seat. Continue. Where are we now? Okay, and at Westminster, he will be called the baby of the house. Okay, why? He's too young to be elected as a congressman. This is an unofficial title given to the youngest MP, like a member of the parliament, calling a science graduate from Cambridge University. So he majored. What is his major? What does it mean? Major.
Science.
Major in? 전공하다. So he majored in science. So he graduated from Cambridge University. Okay? So 졸업생, the graduate. And called his victory a political earthquake. Woo! This is a metaphor. Hey, what does an earthquake mean in Korea? I'm talking about the hidden meaning, like a metaphor. What is a metaphor?
Shocking to
Yes, metaphor is 은유. Okay? Something shocking. Separate something shocking.
shocking.
An event that is considered
That is considered
shocking. Yes, shocking. Earthquake. And he hopes his achievement will spur on young people. What is spur? Stimulate. Anybody can tell me what it means? Stimulate?
자극하다.
That's right. Spur on young people to enter politics. Not only him, okay?
네.
But other young people are supposed to be involved in politics. Hey, you guys remember 관여하다, 참여하다. Get involved in. When can Korean youngsters get involved in politics? From what year? 20? 40? No, it's 19 or 20. I think 19.
만 18세.
Okay, so 19. So you can give a vote to an election. Okay, here we go. So he hopes his achievements, like he became the parliament member, spur on the young people to enter politics and tackle apathy. What is it? Tackle apathy. What is it, apathy? Apathy means you have zero mind in something. You have zero mind on something else. You don't care. I don't care. Like, do you care? Do Korean people care about the politics?
무관심?
That's right. 무관심. Indifference. This is a 수능 단어. Indifference. Or 무관심하다. Indifferent. You can be indifferent about something. Ace, are you indifferent about the global warming? No, really? You're not. Because you think this is a far future.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to affect me tomorrow. But you know what? It has been affecting you since you were born. Since you were born. Why? Because when I was like at your ages, like at 17, the summer wasn't this hot. This is really hot. I can't bear it. Okay, let's continue. Go ahead. Mr. Colling said his interest in politics was influenced by the social and economic decline he saw in the UK. What does that mean, social decline? The society gets better or it gets worse?
경제가
That's right. Society gets worse and the economy gets worse. Everything seems to get worse. Yes, stagnation or inflation whatsoever. Like, or what about the racial racism and terrorism and wars? Nothing seems to be better. Now, that is why, I hate this idea, the evolutionary science. 진화과학. They said humans have been evolving to be better. Okay? Are we better?
No.
We are worse than before. We get sick easily because we don't have enough immune system. And our morality, 윤리도덕, spirituality, 영성, everything got worse. But how can we say we are getting better? That means we shouldn't believe in such a thing like evolutionary science. 인간은 진화를 거듭해왔다. 더 나쁘기 위해? No, they say the fundamental idea of evolutionary science is that we get used to the new environment to survive longer, better, healthier. But we are not. I'm sorry. Because both of you guys are like believers. Okay, let's read together, guys. He grew up in what he described as a very deprived area in the north of England. What is it, deprive? 고갈시키다. Very good. Deprive. 박탈하다, 고갈. So, what is that? Deprived area, that means like a slum. Guys, you know what slum is? Harlem slum. 빈민가. Slum Harlem. Yeah, in north of England. Go ahead, 같이 계속 읽어보자. This is an area the Conservative Party had promised to level up. What is a level up? Try to even. What is even? Yes, 고르게 하다. Okay, level up은 이렇게 평준화하다. Okay, there are not too many rich people, not too many poor people. So try to level up. Hey, as a teenager, do you think it is possible to shorten the gap of the rich people, the poor people?
No.
No.
It's not possible. You know what? Let me tell you. 80%, more than 80% of the whole property, 부동산, South Korea, is owned by just 1% of the population, the rich people. More than 85% of the whole Korea, the property, 부동산, is owned by 1%, the upper level people. 대한민국 부동산의 거의 90%가 상위 1%의 부자들이 소유하고 있어요. Don't you have a one chunk of land? You don't have a chunk of land. You know, this is my apartment, but I don't own the land. I own the apartment.
Yeah.
We all own this apartment, the land collectively. This is not my land. I don't have any land. I want to get one spot somewhere. So you can step on it, you have to pay.
Oh.
You have to pay for the entrance. Something like that. Go ahead, everybody. Turn into a northern powerhouse. What is a powerhouse? 발전소. Okay? This is never conservative. Like 보수당, they always promise, we are going to make this community as northern powerhouse. This is going to be a great place. Like habitable, 살 수 있고, full of potential, 잠재력, 꽝꽝꽝. But they fail. Go ahead. However, these lofty, 고상한, lofty promise, 고상한 약속, when unkept. What is that? Go unkept. That's right. 그래서 이런 것들은 신문이 아니면 알 수 없죠. 지켜지지 않다. 비슷한 게 있어요, 여러분. Go bankrupt. What is it? Go bankrupt. Go bankrupt. What does that mean? Go bankrupt. 파산하다. So these lofty promises when unkept. Colin said, I saw a lot of things getting worse around me. All right? I saw a lot of things getting worse around me. Like I hear many high school students saying that they want to quit school. I don't want to go to school, including you. This guy who goes to 가야고, he said he's about to quit school very soon. So 가야고 is hell. I saw a lot of things getting worse around me. I was concerned. What does that mean? Concerned about?
우려.
That 걱정하다, 우려하다. I was concerned about the shops closing on local high street. Why? Why do shops close? Because there's no future. There's no future. No money going on. Okay? No possibilities, no probabilities. Everything goes down to hell. On local high streets, and that used to be thriving. Thriving.
Right.
What does that mean? Thrive. Quite often we use this word. 번영하다. 번성하다. So it used to be those high street like a 고급 거리, right? 번화가 used to be thriving up. Up means 중심. Thriving up. And are basically now wasteland. 불모지, 폐허. He hopes the newly elected Labour Party, 새로 선출된 노동당, will undo. What is it? Undo. 되돌리다. 14 years of conservative misrule. 지난 14년간 보수당이 엉망진창으로 해놨던 것을 undo. 되돌린다. Scandals, sleaze and corruption. 부패. 부정부패. Corruption. Britain's public services are in a chaos. What is a chaos?
혼돈.
개판. 혼돈. And the people are worse off than they were 14 years ago. 사람들은 14년보다 더 최악의 상태를 살고 있다. Okay, guys, what is the thing that you want to undo? When you are you're both of you guys are the member of this Gimel society. So you want to undo this. What is this? Me? No term test for English. Because those term tests, 중간고사, 기말고사, are making students think that English is very boring, very impractical. This is a very practical language, okay? You know what? 80% of the websites are all English-based. How many percent of Korean websites? Less than 1%. So what does that mean? We need to use English more than this, not just for the test. This is for the practical uses. What about you? One thing that you want to undo?